Hi guys, so my name is Laura and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few packing hacks and tips for when you're going on vacation, when you're going on holiday, wherever you're going. These tips are going to be very essential for you. So I thought that before we get into the practical part of this video, I should share with you guys a few hacks and tips and then we can get into the actual packing. So my first hack for you today is to lay your clothes all on the bed. Lay everything you need on the bed, not just your clothes. Lay down your toiletries, your shoes. I have packed my shoes in this separate bag. Your makeup, your underwear. Just lay everything down before you get to the actual packing. So I'm sure everyone has had this situation where you go somewhere on a trip and when you get there you're like, where's my underwear? Or where's my, I don't know, where my bras, and it's always the essential things that are missing. So, or where's my toothpaste? So to avoid all this, just make sure that you lay everything on your bed. Because what happens is, if you're packing and you're just oh, let me go to my wardrobe and get jeans, let me get this, that's how you end up forgetting things. Just put everything on the bed and then when it's time to pack, you pack everything at the same time. That's my first hack for the day. Second hack is don't overpack. I'm sure girls are very, like, we do this a lot, right? So even I remember one time we were going on a weekend trip with my friends and I had like 2 suitcases and we're looking and like it didn't even make sense to have 2 suitcases for a 2-day trip, but I did. And yeah, so what happens is there's some clothes that you can repeat while on the trip. If you're going on a 5-day trip, you don't need 5 sweaters. You can wear 3 sweaters. So just make sure that you don't overpack. Even jeans can be repeated. I've seen people repeating jeans and it works out perfectly. Like repeating jeans twice on your trip. So yeah, just don't overpack. The next hack is ensure that you abide by the transport guidelines. So I remember once my aunt, okay, we were all going to Mombasa and you know how Mombasa is, like there's that sniffing of dogs place and then there's the scanning, okay, that's SGR, and then now you get into the building and while we're still scanning the bag, they're like, open your bag, and she had just bought a whole bottle of hairspray, like the big one, it's like 473 ml or something, and she had to leave it and it was so painful because she had just bought it. She's like, this is my money, and they're telling her like, even if you get in with it, there's still scanning taking place inside the building, so you're not going to enter with it. So guess what, she had to leave it and it was really painful. So just ensure that you abide by all those guidelines to avoid such problems. And then the next hack for you today is to always weigh your bag once you're done packing. So I don't know if this is the correct weight that's allowed, but I think it's 25 kgs. Just make sure that before you leave the house, you weigh that suitcase, and if there's anything that can be removed, if it's overweight, just remove things that you don't need. It's always such a messy situation when you're like at the airport and then you have to remove things from your bag, because now you have to start wondering like, what do I need, what don't I need, what can I do without. Maybe you're even going on a trip for a year and then you have to start prioritizing at that moment. So just to avoid all this, weigh your bag before you leave the house. So yeah, those are my tips and hacks for you today, and now let's get into the video. So this is a small demonstration of the rolling technique. What you do is you just roll your jeans one by one like that. These are the jeans.